Continuing our coverage on the Kadlec workers who are going on strike at their hospitals in Kennewick and Richland. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma was first on the scene of day one of the strike and reports tonight how workers say it's more than just a strike for a pay raise, but to be treated fairly.
The strike comes after workers were unable to come to an agreement with the hospital for pay and working conditions. The union gave a 10-day notice of the strike to the hospital. Kadlec officials say this strike won't affect the scheduled appointments at the hospital. They're bringing in other workers to cover at this time. This morning, though, workers going on strike say they were taken by surprise when management cut their shift early.
This union, our union.
Talked to one of my coworkers and she just said she felt very disrespected, unvalued, and not understood why they were treating us this way.
It was a disregard of their skills, of what they would like to provide the community, to be kicked out without completing their tasks. They felt like they did not give the patient the proper care because the management came over and they just kicked them out at 4 o'clock, 4:40 instead of 6 o'clock. So the continuation of care is not there, and we are surprised why Kadlec did it, and it was just like so unsafe to do that.
The union tells me they will be filing an unfair labor practice charge with the NLRB. Hospital officials don't agree that workers were mistreated this morning. They tell me SEIU represented caregivers were given the time to gather their things and they would be paid until the start of the strike time at 6 in the morning. Caregivers also had the option to provide their intent to work and not strike and return to work to finish their shift. I also spoke with Katie O'Connor, Chief Human Resource Officer, and she says the hospital is still prepared to serve the community at this time.
At Kadlec, we were prepared either way. We were very hopeful that we would not come to a strike because we do feel we have a very market competitive offer on the table right now. And given that we've had so many sessions to date, we were hopeful we could resolve this.
But Kadlec workers say this strike is more than about pay. It's a call for respect.
All of us, one of us, all of us, one of us, all of us.
We want to feel valued and supported and respected.
We would like to provide and recruit and retain our skilled worker, but we're losing them to a neighboring hospital because they offer higher wages on the skills that they have. And we are asking that same employer, we do the same work and they pay us the same.
O'Connor says hospital officials have negotiated a fair deal so far.
We have a compensation department that analyzes that regularly to make sure we're competitive within Eastern Washington, and we know that we are. And these rates of nearly 16% in year one and a 27% average for these particular roles over a 3-year period, we do know that that's very competitive in Eastern Washington.
But workers say it's just not enough.
We want them to come to the bargaining table, come with an acceptable offer, something that would show that they value and respect and they appreciate our skills and they value this community. They want to invest in this community.
Once the 7-day strike is over, workers and the hospital will sit down to see if they could come to an agreement with a contract they could both agree on. Reporting in Richland, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.